Charlie.
Free for all. Black Ops, weapons free.
Bodies dropping. Outrider killed. Throwing grenade. Enemy down. Crash killed. Neutral. Enemy down.
Exposing core.
Mesh maneuver.
Wasted nomad.
Hacker down.
Hostiles destroyed their UAV.
Enemy down. Threat neutralized. Zero expired. Tango down. Neutralized. Zero expired. Throwing grenade. Crash, KIA. Dropping and ready. Zero dead. Shut up. Ambush that.
UAV available for tasking.
Ambush that.
Established overhead.
Lightning strike standing by.
UAV energy levels 50%. Hammer 3-2, optimal effect.
Everything looks like a nail. Hammer 3-2. Your canine unit has exited the AO.
Hostile system intrusion has been detected.
Hostiles have taken control of your mesh mine. Mine now. Your systems have been infected by an enemy hacker.
Threat neutralized.
Sit rep. Hostile care package above.
All systems are back online.
Throwing lethal. What's that?
Enemy strike inbound.
Ambush that. There is something very wrong with this ship, and the poor souls on board. I think we can all agree that our heist has not gone smoothly.
This is magic! Dark magic! Our situation is dire!
This is a piece of engineering. Wish it came with a manual.
Oh, just shut your gob! I can't hear myself think anymore!
This is a mean-looking long rifle. Guns like this are gonna change things forever.
Paper to elevate my senses. Sí, por favor. Woohoo! My dear old, possibly. You could have crawled the other way, Senor Bucco. Instead, you crawled to death.
I really wish my father had been a bit more specific in his letter. Especially the stuff about what I did. I don't know how we're gonna survive this, but if we do, I'm gonna hunt down every one of these lunatics and find my father. I'm trying to figure out the patterns. There's a twisted logic to all of this. I find myself wondering why they weren't at the mansion that night. Are they really my father's closest friends? This is going to come to an end. I can feel it. Things are happening. I'm not sure I want to know what's going on the other side of this portal.
Your crawling days are over, Floor Admiral. No more rugs to ruin, no more landscapes of linoleum and compass.
Crawling out of every corner. We need to figure out a plan before we're all shredded!
Perhaps we would be wise to abandon ship. There are lifeboats after all. They should be used.
Oh! Now you done! After all the fuss and bother! Typical!
Bonus points. There was a time in my life where I would have been grateful for such scraps. This isn't that time. Your effort was commendable, but sometimes effort is not enough.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
misery. That makes one of us.
Insta-kill.
With this power, I can erase all my enemies from the world. I better get you for the list as long as your arm. Another ankle biter subtracted from life's cosmic equation.
I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this. I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this.
I haven't heard that much screaming, moaning, slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel. Your crawling days are over, Floor Admiral. No more rugs to ruin, no more landscapes of linoleum to
points.
conquer.
I wonder if Shaw is familiar with absinthe. Ah, who am I kidding? He probably has it with breakfast.
You could have crawled the other way, senor. Instead, you crawled to death. I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
Oh, just shut your gob! Can't hear myself think anymore!
Off you go. Don't forget to run. An ignoble, but then none of us get what we want. Only what we deserve.
Oh! Now you done! After all that fuss and bother! Typical!
Legless, brainless, lifeless.
I was hoping not to have to purchase more ammo. That's a hint, Phantasma.
Another ankle biter subtracted from life's cosmic equation. I hadn't heard that much screaming and moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel.
I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this.
Your crawling days are over, Floor Admiral. No more rugs to ruin, no more landscapes of linoleum to conquer.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
Adios, amigos. Can you help a fellow out here? I'm not quite ready to unleash the beast. So I'm looking for a bit of support.
I'm kidding. Give me a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but do you really not hear yourself? I will help you, but just go over there. Hmm?
No more! Claw and scratch and unos precious de la paz. Legless, brainless, lifeless.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death. I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify.
Off you go. Don't forget to write.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
Time moves faster as you get older. But feels only weeks since Alistair saved my life.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
Oh, now you die. After all that fuss and bother. Typical.
Max ammo.
Honestly, I didn't know things would get this bad, but I knew I'd probably need some muscle. Hence, you know, you.
An ignoble end, but then none of us get what we want. Only what we deserve.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
Another ankle biter subtracted from life's cosmic equation. Oh, just shut your gob. Can't hear myself think anymore.
No more will you claw and scratch through those brushes de la
I hadn't heard that much screaming and moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel. Oh, just shut your gob. I can't hear myself think anymore.
Your effort was commendable, but sometimes effort is not enough.
Oh, now you die. After all that fuss and bother. Typical.
As a chemist, Shaw does not appear to have the Midas touch.
I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this. I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza. Sure, mi amigo inglés. I do not wish to sound disrespectful, but can you handle yourself in a fight?
Handle myself. Handle myself. What are you insinuating? I am more than capable. Oh.
No more will you claw and scratch and through those brushes de la flores. Legless, brainless, lifeless.
Insta-kill.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
Your crawling days are over, Floor Admiral. No more rugs to ruin. No more landscapes of linoleum to conquer.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
I haven't heard that much screaming and moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel.
Bonus points.
It is only right. After all, have I not painted your neighbor, Phantasma?
Hey! We ain't doing the foxtrot.
On your feet, girl.
I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this.
Subtracted from life's cosmic equation.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
Talk to me, Shaw. In the chaos, when everything started changing, you looked like you'd seen it all before.
I think I saw some of it. Once, long ago in Cambodia. I was hitting the you-know-what quite hard, so I kind of thought I was just hallucinating.
I am to blame. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
What a sorry way to go.
An ignoble aim, but then none of us get only what we deserve.
I hadn't heard that much screaming and moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel.
I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will listen to this.
Another ankle biter subtracted from life's cosmic equation.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
More ammunition! I was happy to pay for it. Not a word of a lie.
I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this.
Double points.
Reluctant as I am to accept, this reward may help us achieve our goals.
Oh! Now you die! After all that fuss and bother! Typical.
This doesn't seem like engineering. This seems more like magic. I feel like we can control some of these cursed objects.
Your effort was commendable, but sometimes effort is not enough.
All this violent insanity and blood-soaked decks aside, I really do hope the captain was able to send a distress message!
Even if he did send an SOS, rescue won't reach us in time.
We're on our own, so be useful. And if you can't be useful, go for a swim.
Your crawling days are over, Lord Admiral. No more roads to ruin, no more landscapes of linoleum to... Ah, a giant fire wielding a shovel. Maybe he's friendly.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
Oh, just shut your gob. Can't hear myself think anymore.
Off you go. Don't forget to ride.
Another ankle biter subtracted from life's cosmic equation.
Your fault, not mine.
I'm ignobile, but then none of us get what we want. Only what we deserve.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Tuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
Something about killing these crawlers just feels pathetic.
No more will you claw and strike and do us fresh into the plans.
It didn't have to be this way, bud. Okay, maybe it did.
Call it a mercy killing. I don't feel much sympathy for any of you nightmares.
There is something within me. Something I do not understand. Off you go. Don't forget to ride.
I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this.
Oh, what the... Is that made from people?
Look at all this gunk. What is that? Did it all just leak out from the artifact?
My comrades and I are very different people, but we are all bound by our association with Alistair Rhodes.
I hadn't heard that much screaming and moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel. So the wall can spontaneously generate ammo directly into a confined, in-motion space within my weapon. That's bonkers, frankly.
There's the artifact. What's wrong with it?
Now, where was I? Ah, yes. Fighting for my life. Are you okay, Sean? You seem... I am searching for the English word. It's you seem...
I seem like someone who is carefully analyzing the emergent reality around them in order to better understand how he or she may improve their situation.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza. I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
Oh, now you die. After all fuss and bother.
How is it that I do not feel the heat of the flame?
crawling days are over, Floor Admiral. No more rugs to ruin, no more landscapes of linoleum to conquer.
I always finish what I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this. You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
Oh, just shut your gob! Can't hear myself think anymore!
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
Call it a mercy killing. Though I don't feel much sympathy for any of you nightmares.
These screamers are in trouble now.
I hadn't heard that much screaming and moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
Something about killing these crawlers just feels pathetic.
I kill the monsters, get paid points. You said points to pay a wall for bullets. What kind of economy is that?
Out of your misery. That makes one of us.
Another ankle biter subtracted from life's cosmic equation.
Shaw's elixirs aren't really about the
Bonus point.
taste. It didn't have to be this way, bub. Okay, maybe it did. That one wasn't so bad.
Bonus points. Bonus points.
Bob may be a good chemist, but he's a terrible barkeep.
I do not consume for flavor, only for effect.
I'm pretty sure the ship is sinking, so if the creatures don't kill us, drowning surely will.
Merde. Any more good news, Monsieur Optimism?
Tastes good,
Bonus points.
but it gets the job done.
Oh, just shut your gob! Can't hear myself think
points.
anymore!
What a sorry way to go.
I always finish what I start. Hundreds of senoritas, please.
Your crawling days are over, Lord Admiral. No more rugs to ruin, no more landscapes of linoleum to conquer.
I do not care what everyone says, Diego. You are good for something.
Oh, now you done. All that fuss and bother. Typical. Your crawling days are over, Lord Admiral. No more rugs to ruin, no more landscapes of linoleum to conquer.
It didn't have to be this way, bub. Okay, maybe it did.
I always finish what I start. Hundreds of senoritas, please.
Full power.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
Out of your misery. That makes one of us.
Your effort was commendable, but sometimes effort is not enough.
Oh, now you done. After all the fuss and bother. Typical.
Oh, you have done it, Stucker. You have made Bruno mad!
Another ankle biter subtracted from my fucking equation.
Didn't I warn you before? Too late now.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
That was a mistake. A grave mistake.
Bonus points.
I always finish when I start.
We've been given enemies and a means to destroy them. Is the man upstairs just having a laugh? I hadn't heard that much screaming and moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel. Your crawling days are over, Floor Admiral. No more rugs to ruin, no more landscapes of linoleum to conquer.
Ah, Bruno, my friend. It is clear you are a formidable fighter. I suggest we team up to ensure our mutual survival.
I am confident as to my own survival, which leads me to wonder. Are you afraid? Indeed, Mexican.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
Max ammo.
I would be a fool to look a gift horse in the mouth, and I am no fool. Instead, you crawled.
Too bad I
I
didn't.
didn't get a good look at what happened. Were they armed with weapons?
Those ghouls sure can hit hard.
Oh, now you go. After all that fuss and bother. Typical.
I am to blame, hombre baboso. I should have aimed for your cabeza.
I hadn't heard that much screaming and moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel. Another ankle biter subtracted from life's cosmic equation. Oh, just shut your gob! I can't hear myself think anymore.
I always finish when I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this.
Tell me that needle was clean, chemist.
Another ankle biter subtracted from life's cosmic equation.
Oh, sorry, way to go.
Call it a mercy killing. I don't feel much sympathy for any of you nightmares.
I have moaning and slobbering since I rented that flat above a brothel.
Something about killing these crawlers just feels pathetic.
You could have crawled the other way, Senor Cuco. Instead, you crawled to death.
Oh, sorry, way to go.
Insta-kill.
I will take no pleasure.
Don't try that with me. I will cut you bad.
I always finish when I start. There are hundreds of senoritas who will testify to this.
Call it a mercy killing. I don't feel much sympathy for any of you nightmares.
Oh, just shut your gob! I can't hear myself think anymore.